Good morning, welcome back. So I'm on my way to the Fosse Way. This is an exploratory mission, see what it's like. So I'm at the bottom end of it in my area, where it sort of before it goes under the M4. So the bike's done 307 kilometres at the moment for now. And I'm still getting used to the gear shift. And then when I go on the Harley, I don't sort of forget about the clutch. That's not true actually, is it? No, I don't do that. That's bollocks. It's difficult. It's different. Different. Not having a clutch. You can use the back bit of the lever and hold it down a bit, and that slips it a bit like that. So when you go down, kites, you throttle back, down, give it a little bit of revs, and then into gear. So it takes a bit of getting used to. I find if I do it slowly, I'm alright. Actually not raining at the moment, which is unusual. I'm still keeping below sort of 45 miles an hour, 40, 45. So I'm still kind of like running the engine in. But because I got this, for the sake of argument, new, like it had 10 kilometres on it when I got it, the very first thing I did was drain the oil, put a magnetic plug in and fill it with Castrol GT1 Racing and some ZX anti-friction stuff. So I want to look after the engine. I want to make sure it's, you know, gets bedded in really nicely. So I'm being quite careful with it. I've had this down some pretty muddy roads or tracks. There's one called Blackberry Way near me, and that was about, I don't know, a good 6 inches of mud, very slippery. And this little thing just kind of like trucked on through it. I thought, it's a real game little machine, this. I mean, it's not fast, but I didn't used to go fast on the Honda through stuff like that, and then invariably it ended up throwing me off. Whereas this, you just put your feet down, and I suppose, you know, if you were going to fall over, you just step off it. Now, I've still got to get used to being relaxed on it and let the sort of wheels find their own way. I find that difficult still, and that's really the trouble I had with the Honda, was that I was too stiff, too rigid, instead of just letting it find its way. But I just couldn't do it. Too old, I guess. Too old in my ways. I had intended to do the Fosse Way from up near Campbell Airport and come down to this point. So this is kind of like backwards to what I was anticipating doing it. And I did a little bit of it on the Honda, but not much. So, about 400 yards away, those buildings, I think. Turn right just after them. Now, up ahead is the M4. So It's this byway. There we go, the Fosse Way. Oh shit! So I've got to bloody clean the thing again now. Oh well. That was a bit deeper than I thought. Whee! Oh shit, that was a deep one. Bollocks. I suppose it's the daft thinking you get away with this without cleaning it, isn't it? But never mind. Wee, that was a bit slidey. I should imagine it's up here, but I really don't know. Woodland. I know some of the Fosse Way turns into tarmac. But it is a straight line pretty much. Got no idea where I am now. This is still the Fosse Way, but I don't know. room for improvement, I think, on my off-road ability. Not that you'd really call this off-road, I suppose. I suppose everybody goes around the potholes, which makes the potholes bigger. God, some of them are quite deep. Still, this little old thing seems to manage it all right, doesn't it? Oh, fuck. Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks. Another bit of tarmac. Aha, I think that might be. Yeah, byway. So I think we're back on the. I think this is still the Fosse Way. Tad narrower. And not as straight as I would have thought it to be. Okay, so open the full traffic, open the full traffic. So I guess this is still the Fosse Way then. No idea where this is. This section of Eastern Grey Byway is closed to all modes except motorcycles. All motorised traffic except motorcycles. That's good, isn't it? Grey Byway 1. So I've gone off the Fosse Way, that means, I think. Oh well, I'll have to look on that map when I get back. So I don't know whether this is the Fosse Way or not. I'm coming up to a river, so that's going to be interesting. I think this is a plucky little bike, this. Well, it's certainly fast enough for things like this. Aha, map. This site is a scheduled monument of national importance. Do not attempt to leave the designated track. Do not access the river or the river bank. I wonder if this is the bridge. Oh. Well, I don't know. The places I take you. Oh. I think that's the this is that old bridge, I think. How about that? Didn't expect to get this far today. Wicked. Quite a bit of water there. Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks. Look at that. Oh well. You know, I reckon the best way might be just through the middle. Hey, game old thing, aren't you? How about that then? No worries at all. Excellent. Well, it might be the Fosse Way, because that bridge, if it's the bridge I think it is actually on the Fosse Way, so this still might be the Fosse Way in that case. Shit. Oh, there's a middle bit. I don't know if I'm good enough to be able to stay on that, quite frankly. Excellent. I think that's first. These are still the ordinary OEM tyres, and they're a bit slidey in mud. Sometimes they just sort of slip out from you, but they're pretty alright so far. I'm going to get the old knobblies when these wear out, but not until, unless I really get into this sort of stuff and need them. But the Ridgeway's open in about 30 days, which is one of the places I wanted to go back to. That's good, isn't it? You don't know if that's a giveaway or not, do you? Still don't know where I am. Oh, I wonder if that's second. I'm going to find out. That's second. That's... oh, maybe that was fourth. I don't know. Oh well. That'll do. I'd like to get a camera with image stabilisation, but I just can't afford it at the moment. Can't justify it. I can afford it, but I can't justify it. Ford, third of a mile. I wonder what that's like. Oh, maybe that was the Ford. No worries. Oh, back end just went out. Oh, no, this will be the Ford. Bloody hell. Ooh, that looks deep. I wonder how deep that is. I don't know, do I? Right, now, what gear am I in? That's neutral. That's first. Oh, maybe this is that bridge. Could be, couldn't it? Oi. Oh. It probably would have gone through there. It can go quite deep. find out in summer, I guess. Changing gear uphill, eh? Pretty good. Morning. Whee! Got a plan well ahead on these things. Guess it's a knack in the end. Still, I feel I'm better on this than I was on the Honda. I just knew I wasn't good enough for the Honda, and I was too old to learn. I thought, oh, another road. Now, where am I now then, I wonder? High Fields, don't know where that is. Don't know where that is. Don't know where I am. Never mind. Life's an adventure. I guess that looks like it's going to be the... Oh, this is Kemble Airport, is it? Hi. You take your time. You take life easy. That feels like the clutch slips a little bit sometimes like that. That's interesting. I think that's... No, I don't know what that is. Don't do that. First. Whoa, front nearly went then. Hi, that's a fine looking animal.
Do you mind keeping going? Thank you very much. Thank
I know this, I've been here before. Okay, well I'm going to call it a day there. So, I've got this far. Right, let's see. Change route. Clear route. Didn't know that I was on one. Route cleared. Plan route. Home. Good egg. Okay. Good. 12 miles. Not bad. Crudwell Lane. Thought it might be. Alright. So that's as much as the Fosse Way as I'm doing today. So I'm going to leave it there. I had planned the next video to be the one about the side saddlebag plate thing, but it's probably going to be this one now, and then I'll do that next. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you next time. Cheerio!